jerky, the best jerky in the land. Go to righteousfelon.com and get the best in beef jerky, the best in craft beef jerky. Many different flavors there for you to choose from. Use promo code BELLYUP at checkout. Save yourself 15% on some road trip snacks or just whatever you're doing around the office or wherever you might be. A little jerky never hurt. I love beef jerky. We've talked about it before. Anyways, it's getting embarrassing. Like I saw last night, Ryan from No Credentials Required posted us something, the worst lead in sports, a 20-0 lead. And I was like, what the heck's going on there? And it was the hapless Colorado Rockies losing to the San Diego Padres. I think the final score was 21-0. They went with I think a catcher went into the 8th inning. He was the most effective guy on the pitcher's mound for those Colorado Rockies. 6-33, the worst start, tied for the worst start in baseball history with the 1988 Baltimore Orioles. And what a rough year the Orioles are having. They're 14-24. It's an absolute train wreck. Sorry, Aaron from Brutally Honest Sports. Your team is slowly finding their way out. It's not over yet. It's not over yet at 14-24. But the American League East isn't very good, so they could put something together. You never know. But 14-24 at this stage, you might as well start looking into next year. But the Rockies are awful. 33, 6 wins. They're still stuck in that 6-win plateau that me and Aaron talked about last week. And it's crazy to think that a team can be that bad when free agency and everything else you have and all these statalytics. There it is, statalytics. I'm not going to get into that again. People are sick of listening to that, but it's crazy to think that that any GM or manager or anybody can think that this is a rebuild. This is a complete implosion. They get to even think that the process is there and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's absolutely disgusting to me. GM Bill Schmidt of the Rockies, he said they're showing they're working hard. He said they're just little mistakes and the effort is there. Well, maybe then it's you. If the effort's there and just little mistakes are costing them night in, night out, well, maybe it's you. Maybe it's the GM who put this team together. Maybe it's ownership who told you to put this team together like this. But anyways, this is a complete embarrassment to the game of baseball, not just baseball, professional sports, and it shouldn't be allowed. There has to be. And baseball, I shouldn't say they're the worst, but they're the worst. For this to happen on a yearly basis where teams just don't care. We talk about it here almost too much, but how teams just don't care. But this is a whole new level. Like at least the A's they're in second place in the West. They didn't call them the Oakland A's, obviously did now, but they're in second place in the West. The Yankees are right now in 1-1. Yeah, the building is small, and there's a problem there with the A's. Little tangent here that people bought their season tickets at full pop at $75 a ticket times this it's a lot of money. And now the A's are selling, because John Fisher's a douche nozzle. The A's are selling their tickets for less than bargain basement prices. So people who bought season tickets basically want a refund, saying, okay, I bought all these tickets because we were told the place is going to be packed, so we had to get tickets. Now the place isn't packed, so you're trying to get a little bit of money back playing in a minor league stadium, and on it goes, and still probably making a good penny. And so now you're selling money at discounted rate. Give us our money back. So that's another debacle in the world that is the John Fisher and the that A's franchise. But you look at this franchise out in Colorado. They haven't been relevant for a long time. They went to that one World Series back in, what was it, 2000? Geez, I don't even know. 2008, maybe? No. Was it? Yeah. No. 2018. Wasn't it? It doesn't matter what year it was. No, it wasn't 18. I could talk about this forever. I won't get the year right, but it isn't good out there in Colorado land. A team that does great ballpark, great facility, but to have a 6-win season, they're so far behind. They think they're ahead, and they're probably going to be in last place again next year. And who's going and who's paying money for all these vendors and beer and sales you aren't getting, and just the embarrassment of not having free agents go there in the foreseeable future. So that's just going to say that you're bad and you're bad and you're bad, because eventually you do have to pick up a piece here, pick up a piece there to make your team viable and go for a playoff spot, which playoff spots aren't as hard to get by as they used to be in the past. But it's quite awful that this is allowed to happen in the world of professional sports and baseball. How this is just an awful situation. I couldn't name you one player off of this Colorado team, and that says something. I watch a lot of sports, a lot of baseball, especially. There could be 3 or 4 games on at all times down here once the games start, and I don't know one Rockies player. I probably could have tuned in last night, but I was watching the Leafs game. We sat upstairs, watched the end of the Oilers game, so it's only the one TV up there. But to watch this this franchise that had some great players in the past. Just going back to their infancy with Andres Galarraga and Dante Bichette and the great Larry Walker, obviously. But that's a lot of years ago, and there's been a big gap ever since. They've had a couple playoff runs here and there, but when your originals are the ones that you're still talking about now, that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. Are they in the biggest market? No. Are they in the best market? No. Are they a relevant team? No. That's the problem. If you're a good team in a small market or a small-ish market or a different market, people will watch you and they'll follow you. But when your claim to fame right now is you're 6-33, and that's why people are talking about you. When you lose 21, when you lose by 3 touchdowns the night before, that's a problem. That's a major problem. At least when guys are okay and you have the odd all-star here and there jumping around, then people are talking about it. But now it's a major problem that you just don't know what are you going to do. Like, what are you going to do with this? And like, there isn't any kind of instant fix for a team that's 6-33. Like that Baltimore Orioles team in '88, I think they started the season off 0-21 or 0-22, and they ended up at 6-33. So they actually had a couple of winning streaks inside there to get to that. But yeah, this is absolutely embarrassing to the game of baseball. And what do you do to fix it? Like, there has to be some kind of something imposed on these owners who aren't even trying to win and blatantly not trying to win. And for this thing with the position players going into pitch, I get it to an extent. You got to save your arms, but what are they saving their arms for? Like, it's not like you're trying to win the World Series or get to a playoff spot. Get guys in there that are supposed to be pitching. Get them their innings. Yeah, like if you're taking guys out of games, not using your pitching staff, so you're worried about losing, and you're worried about losing tomorrow. Let me give you a little foreshadowing here. Where Buddy Black, I think it's Bud Black, who's the manager of the Rockies. You're going to lose today. Use your pitching staff. Let them learn how to pitch against in tough situations. Let them face some adversity for the first time in their cherished careers and their cherished lives. Let them go out there and fail. Heaven forbid that these prima donna pitchers would have to go in a game when it's 21-0, or even better, stay in the game when it's 21-0. Make them go through something for once in their lives. Make them actually face a little bit of adversity instead of having Little Billy or Little Johnny or whatever their names are on the Colorado Rockies pitching staff. Instead of having their feelings hurt, make them stay in the freaking game. You're not winning today. You're not winning tomorrow. You're not saving arms for a playoff sprint. You're not saving arms for a trade later on, because who wants these freaking guys? Didn't catch that. I didn't swear this morning. Sunday morning, Mother's Day. Go hug your mothers, by the way. If your mother's still around, go hug her. I'm going to have mom over for supper tonight. We're going to watch the Leafs game here, so it should be a lot of fun. But heaven forbid that these kids would face some adversity and have to stay in the game. You're the one who gave up the 21 runs, pitching staff. Stay in the game. You don't got to save arms for tomorrow. You save arms for tomorrow. You keep these kids in the game. You keep them in. That's how they learn how to be men. That's how they learn how to old school it. That's how they learn to face some adversity. Not like, oh, I don't want to anymore. Why am I here? Why do I got to put up with this? Because you're the one who gave it up. You're the one who gave up all these runs. You're the one who throws a million miles an hour, can't throw strikes. You're the one who did this. You're the one who got your team in this situation. The left fielder didn't give up 21 runs. The first baseman didn't give up 21 runs. Was there an error in there? Maybe. But it was the pitching staff who gave those runs. Stay in the game. Learn how to battle this adversity, because you know what? Later on, that might come in handy when you become a bona fide major leaguer. Not some kid who goes, well, I shouldn't be in there anymore. My arm's tired. You know why? You're a baby. Stay in the game. Don't put your manager through this. Managers, keep these guys in the game. Pitching coach, keep your nose out of it. Are these arms worth a lot of money? Probably, but they got 2 cents between their ears. Keep them in the game. Keep them accountable for what they're doing. They're the ones who stink. They're the ones who got you to 6-33. See if you can get to 16-33. Who knows? You're not making the playoffs, but give yourself a chance to do something. Give yourself a chance to learn. Battle some adversity, and then 2 years from now, maybe they go, you know what? That really sucked when it was 6-33. But you know what? Buddy Black kept me in there, and I learned how to win. I learned how to become a battler. I learned how to compete. Now these guys don't even compete anymore. I'm great. Weighted balls, blah, blah, blah. Learn how to compete. All that other crap doesn't matter. You want to be a big leaguer? Be a big leaguer. You want to be part of it? Be a part of it. Don't run and hide. Don't have your agents calling the managers, calling the front office, calling the owners, saying, I can't do this. It's too hard. Why do I have to do it? Because you're the one who chose this profession, not anybody else. It wasn't the fan who pays $100 to watch your sorry ass. It wasn't. Not his fault. You want to be a big leaguer? Be a big leaguer. Stay in the game. Coach comes out saying we're going to put the catcher. You say, no, just give me the ball. I'm staying in. I got myself into this mess. I'm going to get myself out of this mess because somebody might want me on their team one day. I don't want to be in Colorado the rest of my life. That's what they could say. I'm auditioning for me. I'm auditioning for my career. I'm here because I want to be here. I'm here because I want to stay in the game. I want to get us out of this mess. Not, hey, can you take me out? I shouldn't be here. I'm going to save my arm for tomorrow. I'm going to save for what? For what? For what? So other GMs can see you have no compete, that you've given up on your season. Baseball is a game of individualistic skills that are all put together to make a team sport. Be a man. Stay in the game. Say you want the ball. Say, no, I'm staying in. Our catcher shouldn't have to go in. And if the catcher's the best pitcher out there, get rid of them all. Get rid of all these prima donnas. Because I see it all the time. My arm's tired. We're saving our arms. Throw the ball. I think Nolan Ryan ever said, till it fell off, basically? Do you think he ever said, maybe I should take a night off? No. One of the greatest ever. In every night, every situation. Not this crap. It's astonishing. It's astonishing these guys get away with it. Been getting away with it since they were probably playing Little League or American Legion right on through. Battle through it. Don't just go throw a ball for us. They have to pull you. Battle through it. Have an audition. Make somebody want to make a trade for you at the deadline so you don't got to be in that hellhole that's Colorado. Or make the team better that's giving you how much money. Get better. You don't want to be called soft? Don't be soft. You don't want to be called entitled? Don't be entitled. Because that's what old school guys like myself and older than me are saying about every one of these guys. And it's not just the Rockies. It's athletes right on through. You don't want to be labeled as one of these guys? Don't be that guy. Battle through adversity. Make people want to wear your jersey. Make people want to come and see you. You want to be a star? You want to be a professional athlete? You're the one who asked for it. You're graced with these $1 million arms. With a 2-cent brain. That's the problem. That's the major problem. Right through sport. 2 cents. Not even some of these guys. Shedeur Sanders. Apparently, there's some kind of, that they're going to come out with that the Browns and the Sanders family are trying to hold back from the interview with the Giants. How bad this interview was. How great this guy thinks he is. He hasn't done a thing. Nothing. Unbelievable. Once again, worked up on a Sunday morning. Caffeine. I don't know what it is. Promise I wouldn't do this again. Anyways, I don't get it. I don't get it. Be better. Be better. It's an audition. You're a big leaguer. If your catcher goes in and gets out more guys than you did, you hang your head in shame. Hang your head. Give your paycheck to the bloody catcher. You don't deserve it. Stay in the game. Battle through it. Hang your head. Nothing to be proud of with that. Unbelievable. 6-33. Catcher goes in. Everybody else's fault. Guaranteed. Guaranteed when they go home, they go to the phone with their mommy. Guaranteed. No, it's not my fault. I was around the zone. Umpire squeezed me. No. You stink. And you don't battle. Because the first time in your life, you face some adversity and you don't like it. Makes me sick. Makes me absolutely sick. These prima donna athletes who blame everybody else. The old saying, point finger one way, there's 4 more pointing back at you. That's what it is. Look in the mirror. Be better. 6-33. Battling hard. No, you're not. You're an embarrassment to baseball. You're an embarrassment to sports. Catcher's going and getting more outs. Give him your per diem. Give him your $5 million, $10 million, whatever you're making. Backup catcher isn't making that kind of money for the Colorado Rockies. He's happy to be there. He took the ball that you gave away. Anyways, the 1420 Sports Bar Podcast, 4 beer sports talk and a whole lot more. This segment was brought to you by Righteous Felon Jerky. Go to righteousfelon.com for the best in jerky in the land. And yeah,